So you have started generating the leads and you're getting a consistent flow of inquiries, but how do you actually convert more inquiries into actually paying customers?
So that's a great question, because every business owner seems to be obsessed with more leads.
Mm-hmm.
And now, don't get me wrong, a consistent flow of quality inquiries day to day is very, very important. But what they also then need to be doing is checking, how do we increase that from lead to sale and profit? Now, I'd say the first thing that you need to be doing is the response time.
Yep.
From once the inquiry comes in, how quickly do you respond? Or if someone's ringing, making certain that you answer the call. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, they might start ringing somebody else. Or even just answering it pretty quickly, because some might just be ringing it 2-3 times, not answering it, put the phone down, ring your competitor, lead gone. So making certain you're answering, or if it comes through on an email, responding quickly. Prime example, we've got a call centre, I'm replying the KPIs within 23 seconds. Now, some people might look at it and go, 23 seconds? That's a call centre, and that's in the finance sector where we know how much the lead is worth, that we need to be responding as soon as possible. In certain industries, it might be that you can reply within 10 minutes, 30 minutes, even within an hour. But if you're not responding for a full day, that lead's gone cold, and you don't want the leads to go cold. You want to make certain you're giving that person who's inquired a great service, and the response time of when the lead comes in to responding is key.
Yep.
It's very, very important. I think that is the number one reason why so many leads, people can't get hold of them, is because the response time's too high. But what other reason is there for increasing conversion of leads? What else do you think is important?
I think reviews and case studies as well.
Yeah.
So, for example, you get a lot of people that are what I call like online window shoppers. So they might go to your business, they might go to 3 other businesses, and they might inquire with all 4. But they're actually in a way they're just window shopping. So what I mean by that is they'll look at your website, they'll be like, he's only got 3 reviews. They'll look at a competitor website, oh, he's got 33 reviews and he's got case studies. Oh, there's a video here of like a certain product or a certain service that they provide, and they'll watch that and they're more attuned to that. Like some of my easiest closes have been people that have watched maybe 10 or 15 different videos of me, and they already kind of know who I am, they kind of already know the brand. So if you're able to essentially do that with your own brand, whether it's getting more reviews, whether it's having like case studies on your website, whether it's doing videos like this, so people kind of watch this and they understand who James Dooley is, they understand who Kaz Radash is. And essentially this is kind of just building up the trustworthiness and building up the brand. If you can do certain things like this, it definitely helps converting.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, branding is key. Also, with regards to case studies, trying to think of every different type of case study that you can do. So like you just said, it resonates with the customer.
Yeah.
So if they're turning around and they're wanting to have a blue new kitchen, and you can show them a case study of a blue new kitchen that you've done previously, and they go, I really like that, that's the one that I want. You've resonated with them and they'll want that product.
Yeah.
So it could be if you're building a playground and you've got a nice design, and you show them all different designs and they go, that's the one that I want. Mm-hmm. Again, you resonate with them, and you're showing in previous jobs that you've done that you're showing yourself as being the expert, and it's key. And that social proof is very important.
Not only that, is when you have the case study, like the playground example, I'm certain that a lot of people will think this is the only company that can do that design.
Yeah.
It's in reality it's not, but because you've got the pictures, you might have some nice drone shots.
Yeah.
If it's a kitchen that you've just done, or a new bathroom that you've installed, or even some new tiling or some new roofing, right? As soon as they see that visual and they're like, oh my God, that ceiling looks really nice, or that bathroom looks really nice, I want that exact same bathroom.
Yeah.
They're more likely to just convert with you as opposed to go to a competitor, even if the competitor has a cheaper price.
Yeah. I mean, rightly so though as well. Like we're saying different reasons of why someone who might inquire with you and inquire with a competitor might go with a competitor. They should be doing the research and comparing all the different companies. Mm-hmm. If you was going to go and buy a new TV, you'd want to know the different resolutions of each TV, the sizes of the TV. You want to know this information. You want to read some of the reviews going, oh, this one seemed like it's the best. Oh, this one's the best value. Do you know what I mean? It's not always the cheapest. A A lot of people go with best value.
Yeah.
And it's important for people to do that. And if you're online with 2 reviews and then you're wondering why you keep losing jobs and your competitor's got 50 and another one's got 100, and they've got better reviews than you, better case studies than you, better testimonials than you, well, they should go with that other company. You need to sort your branding out online and your reputation management. But another reason of how to increase the conversion of leads is follow-ups.
Yep.
The amount of people that go and send a quote, send it off to the customer, it's got an attachment. The attachment might be a PDF, or it might consist where they send a link and then they've got to open the link and the quote or the designs within a link, right? Sometimes when you attach a document or you send a link on an email, it automatically goes into some sender's junk, right?
Yeah.
And into the spam. The amount of people that I hear that send a quote and then don't follow up to say, was you happy with the quote? Is there anything else that you need? Like, if they turn around and go, well, I'm thinking of going this other competitor at £50 cheaper, you might look at it and go, well, I can knock £100 off the price that I've given. So then you might be able to win the job with the follow-up of being, is everything okay? But they might say, do you know what? I inquired you 3 weeks ago and I've still not had the quote. And they go, oh, I sent it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, I've not had it. Can you check your spam? Oh, I definitely didn't get it. You go, all right, can you stay on the phone? I'm going to send it you now. Or you're emailing back and forth and you go, look, I'm going to send it now. Check your spam or check your junk because it's got an attachment on there. So can you move it into Save Senders list? Then follow-ups are key. Like, or it might be that they're not yet ready, but it could be in 2 weeks' time or in 4 weeks' time or in 6 weeks' time. Actually, there was an interesting stat that came out and said it's the 3rd or 4th follow-up that normally ends up getting you the order, which I was surprised at because sometimes, at times I find it borderline annoying when they keep chasing me up. I'm like, I'll get back to you when I'm ready to order.
Yeah.
But there is definitely that balance of making certain that you should be following up to make certain they've got everything. Is everything okay? Don't come across too salesy, like, I need the order today, otherwise I can't do it, and all the rest of it. Like, just a nice follow-up. Is everything okay? Do you need anything else? Do you need any other specification details? Do you need any help with anything else? Just a nice follow-up, and they go, no, I'm happy with everything. I've got the quote. We're just seeing who we're going to go with. All right, brilliant. We'll let you decide. But having them follow-ups is very, very, very important of increasing your chances of converting the leads. What's your thoughts then? You was talking about branding. What's your thoughts on, like, someone goes and sends an email from bigbadkazra@hotmail.com
Oh, God.
instead of like Kazra kitchen resurfacing, or do you know what I mean, or whatever it is that you do.
Do you know what? It's funny you say that. We get so many of those.
It's crazy, like.
But the thing is, you look at their website and they've got like a really nice website, but they've got like tom@gmail2016.com, and it's like, Tom, what you doing, mate? Go and set up an email. Again, this might be from my marketing background, but I think that definitely does, like.
Oh, 100%, definitely. Like, we decline. There's times where we get certain leads through, and because it comes through saying bigbadkazra@hotmail.co.uk, we might look at it and just go, we're really busy, I'm not even going to respond to that.
Yeah.
So we're literally being put off just by the email that they're sending. Where if it came through and it was like kazra@a1architects.co.uk, you're like, oh, this one looks good, it looks professional, right, I'm going to respond to these.
Yeah.
But if you're sending out a quote to someone and it is like that, Kazra's Kitchen 69@iCloud.com, and you're sending a quote for 30 grand. Yeah. And I've got another one over here saying James@kitchenremodeling.com. Who are you going to go with if things are like, if all things are like, I'm not certain. It's all them little marginal gains that you can do that might be the difference if you're winning that 30 grand job or losing that 30 grand job. Yeah. So I want to make certain everything's set up. And now we're talking about those marginal gains. When I'm sending, another thing, a little pet hate of mine that I'm always looking at, when I'm wanting to generate leads for a company and I want them to have the highest like conversion rate, sometimes they ask them, can you send me through your last 3 quotes? They go, why? I just want to see your quote template. Right? Because if you work for a school and you're working for a school business manager or a bursar reaches out and they want some new cladding being done on one of the classrooms, and you go out to 4 different cladding companies and the school business manager's going out and they've got these 4 different quotes and she's like, I don't like that one, I don't like that one, and she narrows it down to the last two. And let's say you're just in there in the last two, and your price is the cheapest price, and you're £50,000, and you've got one here, it's £52,000. You're thinking you should win this job, right? The email's good, the website's good and everything like that. But that school business manager goes to the head teacher and he goes and sits both of them quotes down on the table. And when they're looking at it, and I don't just mean the design of it, but the first impressions of someone seeing these two quotes, sometimes even just padding out the content of what you're doing. So if you just said, supply and install cladding, and that's it, and it's not on a very professional quote template design, yeah, this one over here starts saying supply and install, professional, 16mm, 440 square metres of cladding, stuff like that, and what specification that it is, and it links through to the terms and conditions, and it links through to previous case studies from the quote, right? Where if the school business manager went and sent it on an email, I can click through to it and go through it. But if there's like this documentation of this quote compared to this quote looks better, they might just say, do you know what, I think this is better. It's £2,000 more, but I think it's better value.
Yeah.
And it's just because of the way they presented the quote compared to these. So it's all these marginal gains, I feel, that help with converting these leads better.
It's I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons as to why you would or you wouldn't win a tender. If you're doing a lot of tender work, as opposed to just like sending out quote templates that are just like, I don't know, residential properties and stuff. But if you're doing any form of like tenders and stuff, and you're getting seen across maybe 4 or 5 of your competitors, that is definitely a make or break at that point. Yeah,
for sure, yeah. So if you are looking to generate more leads, if you are looking to look at why you're not converting the leads, hopefully some of these reasons, there are many other reasons as well. Check out the link in the description, because we've actually got a full reason of what you should be doing when you're responding to leads and how you can increase all leads that you're generating into more orders and hopefully then more profit. We hope you liked all the different ways. Is there anything else that you can add to it?
No, I think that's it. But for consistent flow of inquiries for your business, make sure to check the link down below or head over to fatrank.com.